Hey guys, Stephen Gilbert here, and today I've got Brett Rutecki on the call. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Steven, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for your time. And I think we're going to talk about your new autoresponder website.
Yep.
So if I remember correctly, you about a year ago probably now you released a plugin called MyMailIt that people could put on their website, right?
Yeah, it was actually it was about 2 years ago. I released a WordPress plugin called MailIt,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started building a new system about 7 months ago. That was a cloud-based system that was going to be, that had features that didn't fit inside the plugin because when you write a WordPress plugin, you have limits. You're
Right.
limited by WordPress. So there were things that I couldn't put in the plugin that I chose to, that I decided that I needed, that I wanted in my business. So I started writing this new cloud-based system called My Mailing. And that's actually, the name came from the fact that it was going to be for me. It was My Mailing. And then
Mm-hmm.
after I started building the system and I started using it in my own business, I realized it would be kind of dick for me to like build a better version and like just keep it for myself.
Right.
So we decided to release it as a product as well.
Okay, okay. And what, okay, so when you say cloud-based, that just means website, like you can go to a website like Aweber or whatever. So, but this might mail it. Tell me what makes your autoresponder uh, better than like say if I'm a newbie, right, and I want to build a list, and I'm on somebody else's list, and they say, hey, you need to build a list. Well, normally I'm going to go to Aweber or GetResponse or whatever the big ones are, right? But with those, I'm paying what, like $100 a month, and so I know like just off the price thing, my mail it's a one-time fee. But could you also tell us the price, but also tell us what makes this, because I think for me the price is a big one right off the bat. I still pay $100 a month for Aweber, and if you're new and you're not making money yet, like that's a lot of expenses. Especially I remember when I first started out. So tell me what makes your like this cloud like your system better than Aweber? Like why should we choose you over the ones that are already established?
Okay, so yeah, we'll leave the price aside because that's obvious. Everybody can understand that. Paying one time is better than paying monthly, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Beyond that, there's a lot of restrictions when you use a system like Aweber. Okay, see, with Aweber, you send from Aweber's IP address.
Sure.
Okay. With MyMailIt, you send from your own IP address. So it's a cloud-based system, but you send from your own IP. That
Okay.
generally isn't a problem for people because anybody that's in doing any type of online marketing has a website, they have a hosting package, they have some type of site, they have their own IP. Since you send from your own IP, you're not going to get the kind of restrictions that you would get from sending something with something like Aweber. For example, if you've ever tried to upload a list to Aweber, they will go through your list and they will just filter people out. They'll
Oh
just say,
yeah.
okay, you can't mail to these people, you can't mail to these people, you can't mail to these people. They don't tell you why, but it has to do with them trying to protect their IP. They don't know you, they don't know what you're going to do, they don't know if you're going to be a spammer. And to be honest, not to say anybody is a spammer, but they don't know if you're going to spam until you actually do it. So they
Right.
start picking your business apart when you try to upload a list to them.
Okay.
Another thing is if you start sending any type of links that they don't like, you can just get your account shut off.
Mm-hmm.
It actually happened to me with MailChimp, where for some reason they just shut my account off, never told me why, just said, okay, we choose not to do business with you anymore.
Wow.
Done. So what happens is when you use one of these big name, box systems, you're basically putting your entire business in their hands.
Sure.
I mean, email is the most important aspect of your business, and you're giving it to them, and you're saying, have full control over it. They can shut you down anytime they want. They can filter out your subscribers anytime they want. They can tell you that you can't upload people anytime they want. They can tell you you can't mail certain links anytime they want. They have full control over your business. So besides the pricing factor, it's just honestly, it's just stupid to take the most valuable thing in anybody's online business, which is
Mm-hmm.
email, give it to somebody else, and hope they don't screw you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had that problem. It's basically the same idea as only relying on PayPal, right? You got an online business if PayPal says you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly, and that's honestly when I build mail, like I'm at a position in my business where I'm making good money and stuff, Quite frankly, I mean, paying $100, $150 a month for me is not a burden. It's a tax write-off, actually. I mean, I make seven figures a year online.
Sure.
It wouldn't hurt me to pay that money. But I just didn't want to have my business in somebody else's hands. I didn't want to give them full control over my business.
Right.
Because that's bad business.
Well, how about fee? Okay, that makes a lot of sense just right off the bat. So they're going to save money. They have complete control. And for those of you wondering what an IP is, it just means you're and can they plug in like say they want to like get an SMTP service? Can they plug that in and use like a?
Yeah, you can use your own domain. If you want to mail through your own domain, you can do that. If you want to use something like SendGrid or Amazon, you can do that. And one thing, actually, some of the beta testers were asking, because I did have over 400 people beta test this for several months. Mm-hmm. One thing the beta testers were asking is they wanted to be able to mail from Gmail. So everybody has a Gmail account. A lot of people do. Or you can, if you don't have one, you can get one for free. And a guy said, hey, I don't have a website yet, but I want to send some emails. Can I mail from my Gmail account? So I actually integrated this so you can mail from Gmail as well.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, and what kind of features do you like the most about it? So what how does it compare to I guess some of the big ones? Do they have all the same features, additional features? I mean, I know that question's going to come up, so I just wonder.
Yeah. Now to keep everybody in the same page, my MailIt is the cloud-based system. MailIt. Similar names, different products. Yeah, MailIt. No, I know. I just because I know a lot of people are going to get confused with this. I kind of messed up by trying to reuse the branding for a completely different product.
Right.
So I thought it was clever to do that, but it turned out to be kind of stupid because now I'm confusing people sometimes.
Right. Somebody's going to watch this video and be like, MailIt, and find the plugin from like 2016. Like, this isn't what he said at all.
Yeah. Right. MailIt is the plugin. Now, MailIt, the plugin didn't have as many features as my MailIt, the cloud-based. So some of the features that my MailIt has that weren't in the plugin are things like the ability to schedule emails. I left that out of the plugin because it was very hard for people to set up cron jobs and stuff on their servers. Like just saying that, people are probably like, "What the heck is that?"
Yeah, I mean, I only know a handful of people like us, who know what a cron job is.
Yeah, so you would need to do that in order for a plugin. It was just a pain, so I just left it out. I left out things like follow-up sequences out of the plugin. I tried to just make a simple mailer when I created the plugin. However, when I created the cloud-based version, I created a full autoresponder. So it has sequences, it has double opt-ins, it has a form builder, it has it has
pretty much everything they need.
It has everything that you would expect in an autoresponder. Yes.
Cool. And what's the price on it?
We're going to start it off at 34. And then we're going to go up to 37, and then incrementally it's going to go up through the launch.
Okay, so that means there's an early bird. And what day and time do you launch?
We're launching on the 8th at 10 a.m.
Okay, all right. And can you run us through like everything? Do they get anything besides the software? If you could cover everything they get in the front end, and then just like briefly cover the OTOs and how much they are.
Well, they get the software. I mean, they get the software on the front end. They get full access. I don't limit my software. Like, I don't like to do that. Like, oh, I'm going to make this cool feature, and I'm not going to let you have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the front end, there's no restrictions on the number of lists you can have. There's no restrictions on the number of subscribers you can have on each list. There's no restriction on the number of emails you can send. There is, however, one restriction on the front end, and that restriction is on how fast you can send your emails.
Okay.
So on the front end, you're able to send your emails at a rate of eight emails sent every 60 seconds.
Okay.
If you want to send faster than that, you can actually send up to 30 times faster than that if you buy the OTO.
Oh, yeah.
The reason for that is because the faster you send, the more server resources you use. I'm not charging you a monthly fee, so there has to be some kind of limit.
Well, yeah, and I've tested all this stuff a million times, self-hosted mailing, everything else. And if you need to send more, like if you're like the type of person that has to send like instantly for a promotion, when the promotion, goes open, then yeah, like you may need to do that. But honestly, my best deliverability, and I'm not making this up, right? Like I don't tell any lies anymore. My best deliverability was when I was sending 300 mails an hour to a list of 15,000 people. And instead of getting like 500 or 600 opens like I would get on Aweber because it was throttled, I would literally get like 1,500, 2,000 because it's not hitting so many inboxes at once and tripping the spam filters. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I actually send at a rate of 250 per hour. I can send as fast as I want. It's my platform.
Right.
And I send at 250 per hour.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I've tested it over the years many times, and just sending a really slow rate is just the best way to get deliverability. So
So yeah, the front end is limited to 8 though, 8 per 60 seconds, which works out 8 per 60 was with 360
Something like that.
360 per hour. If you go ahead and pick up the OTO, then you can send much faster.
Yeah.
At a rate of 250 per 60 seconds, which is like 12,000 per hour.
Right. Right. Okay. And so what are the OTOs? All of them, and how much are they?
So the first OTO is $67. It also comes with some extra things. It comes for with done for you lead pages. It comes with some additional features as well. The ability to send to unopens. It removes the branding on the front end. I'll be completely honest. On the front end, there is a little branding link on the bottom of your emails that says "Powered by MailIt." If you don't want that, that can be removed if you choose to pick up the.
Well, I mean, even when you send from Aweber, it says "Powered by Aweber" on most of them, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, again, and I have that in there. It says "Powered by MailIt." Again, just because, I mean, there has to be some type of, I mean, nobody wants me to go out of business. They want me to keep the platform going and keep updating it and stuff. And there has to be some type of compensation, given that I'm not charging a monthly fee.
Right, so it's just basically like kind of, yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Now,
that
if you
makes
don't,
a lot of sense.
If you don't want that in there, though, then you can pick up the OTO, and then you can remove it.
All right. Cool. Any other OTOs?
There is an agency OTO, which lets you resell the platform using my agency system, which basically it'd be a little complicated to explain,
That's okay.
but it is simple. It's the most easiest way to sell a product. Copy and paste some code from JVZoo, paste it in the platform. Now you got your own special sales page that lets you sell my software.
That's cool. All right. Do you want to show us a quick demo, a couple minutes, and then we'll get you out of here?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share my screen here, and I'll show you the emails. The demo is actually easy because I use this for all of my promotional emails. So anybody that has seen me doing an email or doing any type of promotion or gotten an email from me, it's been sent by MailIt.
Cool.
So let me go ahead and start this here. So this is actually can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually the platform. This is what you see when you first log in. I'm going to go over here to emails though. And I'm going to show you. You can see all the emails that I've recently sent with the system here. And if we go back, I've been sending for quite a long time with this system. We'll go ahead and show you some of the emails that I recently sent out that were promotional emails. The last two here were just me promoting MailIt. I won't show you those. I'll show you actual promotional emails so you can see the kind of results that you can get. So this one here, Brett Ritecki, I'm going to put you in good hands. This is actually an internal promo I just did for Bill Hugo promoting his coaching program. I'll go ahead and click on view, and you can see the kind of results that you get here. So I sent out 11,475 emails. I got 2,196 unique opens. It's a 19% open rate, 633 clicks, a 29% click rate.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I want to show you a couple of more of them because I want you to see that these are not.
Oh, I know it. I know you know what you're doing.
Yeah, these are not. You get these great open rates. There's a 20% open rate. 50% click rate. And what's great is since you're sending from your own IP, your own domain, or your own hosting or your own IP, you can build up your own reputation, which lets you get inboxed even better than anyone else. See, companies like Aweber and GetResponse and MailChimp, they all have shared IPs. Everybody's sending from the same IPs. So when some spammer or some guy that comes in and starts using the platform and starts being a jerk, that hurts the IPs. Everybody's deliverability goes down. Sure. You never have to worry about that. You're insulated from that. As long as you are not a spammer, as long as you're a decent person, you're always going to get good deliverability because your reputation is good, not the reputation of the third party. Trust me. Yeah. And that's why I get these open rates. I mean, you probably get similar open rates because you're very good at email marketing, but you know that 20% open rates is
some of the best you can get.
Yeah. It's about as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
In order to send an email, it's really simple. You simply click on New Message. You select the date and the time that you want the email to go out. Select the list that you want to send to. I'm not going to send a live email. Type in your message. It's Wysiwyg. What you see is what you get. You can format it as you want using the Wysiwyg Editor. You can go ahead and send a test to yourself to make sure it's all good before you save it. Click on Save, and that's it. The email will then go out just like any autoresponder at the date and time that you select. We actually go over here to sequences. You can go ahead and set up follow-up sequences here.
Oh.
See some of my follow-up sequences. This is actually my MailIt early bird. So people have been signing up for the early bird list. They've been getting this follow-up sequence here that I created for them. And you can see it's very simple. You simply create the email and you select what day you want it to go out. So, for example, this one is send day. That means it will go out 2 days after the subscribes. And 9 days, then 16 days, and so on.
Okay.
Here's another follow-up sequence that I do promoting my InstaFunnel and some of my software. So you can actually have a 20-day follow-up sequence. So people opt in to get information, get a free gift from me, and then they go through this follow-up sequence automatically. What's great about this is the system does all the mailing. I don't have to do anything. I just sequence, and then when I get subscribers, the system is actually selling for me. It's like my little salesman that's doing something for me.
That's great.
Now, in order to get people on your list and get people to use the follow-up sequence, obviously you have to get opt-ins, right? So you need a sign-up form, okay? And this is actually one of the things that I always felt like the bigger name platforms like kind of let people down on. If you go to try to build up a sign-up form, I mean, I don't want to pick on anybody, but there's this one company and they begin with an A, okay?
Apple.
Yeah, and they're an autoresponder, and they have sign-up forms that to me look like they came from like 1999.
Well, that's because they I mean, literally they've been the same since like 2010. Like they haven't changed.
They're these horrible like generic sign-up forms. So I didn't want that. I wanted good sign-up forms. So I'm going to go over here to the tools section. I'm going to go ahead to the form builder. And let me go ahead and show you some of the sign-up forms that we built. So first of all, I created a drag and drop form builder. So it's not like you got to fiddle with settings or anything like that. It's fully drag and drop.
Sweet.
And then I went and I hired my graphics designer to create a whole bunch of professional Web 2.0 templates, not these generic 1999 ones. So you can go ahead and very quickly and easily create these high quality professional looking sign up forms. So that way, I mean, because you need to look professional if you want people to opt in. You can't be like, oh, give me your email address and I'll give you this free gift. And then you have this crappy sign up form that makes you look like a jerk, like.
Right.
People are like, oh, if that's your page, I don't even want your gift. It's the same reason why you don't go to a job interview in ripped jeans and a T-shirt. You dress nice. So I built the sign-up form as well.
Awesome.
Of course, then if you actually go over here to the tool section, there is full tracking and statistics as well. You can go ahead and click on list reports, and it will generate a report for your list.
Yeah, I mean, for the price, like you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, so pretty much everything, like I said, everything you would expect in here, you would expect in an autoresponder platform is inside of my MailIt. And again, it's cloud-based, so you don't have to like download anything or install anything as well.
That's awesome. Awesome, dude. Oh, hey, thank you for running us through all that. Anything else you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
No, if you don't have any more questions.
Well, no, it just seems pretty straightforward. Like one-time cost, you get everything, you get better deliverability. Like to me, it's a no-brainer. Like you don't really have to convince me. We're trying to convince other people, but honestly, I guess you don't really need much convincing because I'm still paying $120 a month for Aweber, and I think what I'm going to do when we get off the call is ask for a demo so that I can shoot like kind of an intro video like Mike does of using it. I mean, we're still on the interview, but and that way I can get it for free and then cancel Aweber.
Honestly, the best thing that I did, and it sounds lame, but the best thing I did was cancel my Aweber account.
Oh, it's just
because I never have deliverability problems now because I'm not a spammer. I don't have to worry about it. What happens as long as I continue to be a good marketer, I keep getting delivered. I keep getting my emails delivered. A lot of times you hear people say like, "Oh, you can't mail from your own hosting because you'll get flagged as a spammer." I don't know who started that. Man.
Yeah, only if you're a spammer. Like only if you're not being honest. If you're blowing them up 15 times a day, yeah, sure. If you're just sending them one email a day, tops, like. You'll be fine, man.
I've been mailing from my own site for 3 years now.
Yeah.
I've got a couple $1 million that says that that's wrong. Okay.
So, yeah, for real. I mean? Yeah, you know it. You know it. All right, man. Sweet. So it launches on the 8th. You said 10 a.m.
8 to 10 a.m. Yep.
Eastern. All right. Cool.
Time. And we do short launches. We do 3-day launches. This is not going to disappear. It is going to be for sale, evergreen forever. I will tell you, though, after the launch is over, the price is going to be $97 because then I'm not going to be using affiliates anymore to send me traffic. I'm going to be using ads, and ads are expensive, so the price has to go up to compensate to cover the ads. So it makes sense if you want to get in on it, you get in on it at the earliest price.
All right, sweet guys. Well, there you have it. I'll put together some bonuses. I got some good stuff we can use for this. I'll give you my email template. That's basically a template on how to write, an email that'll sell because a lot of people struggle with that. I'll give you my review video template, and I'll come up with some other stuff. It'll all be below the video. But this stuff, you know me, I never do promotions that often. I only, really never over the last 5 months. But this is a good thing, and I knew it would help you guys. Plus, I love Brett and Mike, so I agreed to do it. So let's get to it, and I'll put the bonuses below the video. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, Brett, hey man, thanks for your time.
Hey, thanks for having me, Steven.
All right, guys, my MailIt cloud one, or my MailIt cloud-based software. Sometimes I talk before I think. Going live on Friday, 10 a.m. Cool, Brett. Appreciate it.